To change patches in the PYR app, open up iTunes and go to a device where it's installed and click on the Apps tab. Scroll down, File Sharing. You'll see file sharing for various apps. Click on PYR. You'll see these documents. Now, all of these Muse files are actually zip files. Let's click on one. Let's click on interleave.muse, drag it out to the desktop, and then change the extension to a .zip file. So let's change the extension to interleave.zip. Use zip, and then double click on that, and it should open up as a file folder. Double click on the file folder and you'll see 4 files. Most interesting one is this fragment shader. Fragment shader has the output of a slider for fade, 2 D sliders, spread and divide, and these will change parameters coming in to the fragment shader. The other uniforms, the samplers that you're most interested in, are going to be the draw buff and draw pal. The draw buff is the output from the cellular automata rules. It's the actual texture you're playing with, and the pal is the palette. And in this case, we have this routine to create jaggies, create this interleave horizontally and vertically. Won't go into that, but mainly if you want to create your own shader, you can use the output, use these variables, call it something else, perhaps change the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail for this. It's just basically a 128 by 128 PNG file. Keep the same sky type .data. That will bring up the same menu you'll see in the app itself with the different sliders. So let's say we've made some changes. Let's call it something a little bit different. Let's call it enter arrive and then compress. So compress enter arrive. We have the zip file, and take the zip file, change it into a .muse file, and use muse. And now we can drag it into the documents folder. Now when you launch the app, it will appear in the plus section, which will have all these different dots to put into your doc. So that's how you can add to a document, make a change, and have it appear on your iPad or iPhone. Now there's another file here, this pyr.tree. So let's get rid of these. And let's drag this out to the doc. Now this pyr.tree file is actually just a text file, so we could rename it as a pyr.text, use text, and now if we double click, you'll see what the app is using to patch together gestures to renderers. So if you scroll down, the example used for the leap motion control, this Manos control, you'll see here basically had created an outline, Manos finger, up to 10 fingers with an X, Y, and Z ranging from 0 to 1, plus a T for time, which is more like a bang if you're familiar with Maximus P or PD, pure data. Scroll down, you'll see that we've hooked up this to a line draw. Actually, they're dots, but it's a very short line. So we connect osc.manos. This little circumflex means search for any children within this outline for this value x. So all these 10 fingers, the x, y, z, pardon me, so the x and y, we're actually drawing from x0, y0 to x1, y1. So we don't use a z here in this line draw. What we do is we actually change the brush size up here. So we take the OC-Manos, search for all of the 10 fingers for the z, connect that to the size, and we're also changing color for the z-axis as well. So that'll change the brush and also what color within this false color map, palette map. So let's say we make some changes here. Save it, and then go back and change the text file into a tr3 file. Use tree, and we can drag it back into the documents, say replace, and we're good to go. Now if something goes really wrong, you can actually just delete the tr3 file, and well, it's hidden. Where is, there we go. Delete the tr3 file, and when you start up the app again, it will copy it from the bundle. So that's how you get back your defaults.